says fast. Fast on Wednesdays and Fridays. The best fast is on bread and water. With fasting, you can, she says, stop wars and suspend natural laws. Okay. Jesus tells us that we will fast. He says, when the bridegroom is taken away, then my disciples will fast. He doesn't say my disciples will have seminars on fasting. He doesn't say my disciples will know how to spell the word fast. He says my disciples will fast. Okay? Our Lady does not make any exceptions. She says only the sick are exempt. She doesn't even exclude the elderly. She said only the sick, and even they must make a sacrifice. She's very strict on this, actually, in many of her messages. She says, you don't understand. I need your fasting to help me. Because without our fasting, remember what she said in Fatima, now, today, more souls go to hell because not enough people pray and make sacrifices for them. So without our fasting, she can't convert all these souls. Okay? So people are going to hell because we're not fasting. Remember what effect it had on the 3 children at Fatima. They were so tiny and they deprived themselves of water. They were thirsty in that hot Portuguese sun. But they went without water because they had a vision of hell. She showed them hell. They knew people were going there because no one was making sacrifices and fasting. Okay? So, now, Jesus tells us that some kind of demons cannot come out except through prayer and fasting. What kind of demons? Usually the ones that latch onto addictions. You know, so things like gambling, alcohol, pornography, these kind of demons. To be driven out, it requires fasting. Many of you are here in Medjugorje praying for something important. If it's really important to your life, fast. Okay? If you really want to show God, I love you more than all these other things, then fast. If you really want to see miracles in your life, fast. Our Lady does say, she's quite strong on this. You know, she says, let no one put up excuses. You know, and she says, if you're really unwilling and stubborn, she says, still make a sacrifice. And she even gives 2 examples. She says, let him who drinks alcohol not drink alcohol. Let him who smokes not smoke on that day, you know, on Wednesday and Friday. But, you know, I suppose these days she would say, let she who posts on Facebook not post on Facebook. Let him who's constantly on Instagram not go to Instagram and turn off his or her mobile phones, cell phones. Okay? There are all these different sacrifices you can make if you're unwilling to fast. If you're unwilling to fast, don't confess it. Our Lady invites you to fast. She does not command. But it is powerful. If you want miracles in your life, fast. If you want to convert your family, fast. Okay? It is really powerful. And also, don't worry about it. I think most people think, oh, I don't think I could cope with fasting and I'd get dizzy, I'd get cranky. You have no idea how cranky you are anyway. Okay? So don't even go there. Okay? Now, maybe fasting might make you so tired that you're unable to express your crankiness. But okay, seriously, again, just like with the rosary, I think, you know, maybe it's wise to slowly be steeped in this. You know, on the first week, give up breakfast on a Friday. Second week, give up breakfast and lunch and replace it with bread and water. Third week, breakfast, lunch and dinner. If you're the kind who also has 11s and tiffin and mid-afternoon snack and tea, then also you have to give up all your little snacks as well. Replace it with bread and water, okay? And then after that, then start with Wednesdays as well, slowly, till you're used to it, okay? Now people always say to me, oh, how long on Wednesday and Friday? Whole day, 24 hours, okay? As long as it's Wednesday, as long as it's Friday. And then they ask, how long should I fast? Not long, only until you die. Okay? And then they'll also ask, what kind of bread, you know? They do ask this, okay? Okay, so bread which is not cake, okay? And then water, what kind of water? Well, something that's not gin or vodka, Okay, H2O, two molecules of hydrogen, one of oxygen, stuck together at a covalent bond at the angle of 60-something degrees, you know. Okay, that's what she means by water. Okay, surprise, surprise. Yeah, and I think we make it too much of a big deal. We think, oh, I can never do this. You know, you think about how Catholics fast. We are really pathetic. You know, my Jewish friend said to me, "You Catholics, when you say fast, you mean you don't eat in between meals." Okay? You think about our 2 days of compulsory fasting and abstinence, Good Friday and Ash Wednesday. What does it say? You can have one meal and then 2 other meals, which added together doesn't add up to one full meal. And no meat. And we think, oh, that's such a big sacrifice. I mean, this is what most people in the world eat on an average day, you know, if they're lucky. But we make a fuss about this. Okay? So fasting, honestly, pray for the grace to fast. It is not difficult. If you ask for the grace, and don't make a fuss, don't go around telling everyone, look at me, I'm fasting, you know, that's why I'm so miserable and aren't I good? You know, no, you're not good if you go around doing that. If you go around telling everyone, you deserve a smack, okay? But I won't smack you, Our Lady might, I don't. No. Jesus says you'll lose your reward if you do that, okay? Do it in such a way that your left hand doesn't know what your right hand is doing. And your Heavenly Father, who sees what you do in secret, will reward you, okay?